Hello YouTube. It has been a long time coming. This is Lovely Locks. I wanted to give you an update on my locks. I am officially 3.5 years. Yeah, and from the last video until now, you can definitely see a difference in the length of my hair, and I feel like you can kind of see a difference in the thickness as well, because my hair in the last video, it was very thin. My hair is still thin, but I feel like with the length, it's allowed it to look a bit more voluminous, sort of, for a fine hair person, voluminous. So let me give you a little looky look. I retwisted my hair maybe like 2 days ago or so. I retwisted it doing comb coils instead of like the traditional, twist and clip. So that's why it has a bit of a crinkle to it. But yeah, let me turn to the side. Right side, the length. And then back to the front. So from my last video, usually, I do wear my hair to the side still to add a little bit more volume. But lately I have been wearing my hair just kind of like split down the middle. I like more hair to go to the back of my head, because I feel like the back of my hair, it always feels so thin to me and I can't stand it. So I always like to, add more back here. But I still like a little something in my face. But if I don't, then I usually do a half up, half down situation. Usually I make it into a little bun or something and call it a day. But yeah, that is my hair. I have definitely seen improvement in my hair. My hair has definitely grown much more than I thought it could. Again, I do not regret my decision to lock my hair whatsoever. I love my hair crinkly. I like it curly too, but because my hair is so short, I'm not the biggest fan of it. And I do like it straight, but I like a little bit of character, I guess, in my hair. Yeah, since I've started my locks, I've dyed my hair probably a solid 4 times. When I first, well, actually it was 5 times that my hair, well, actually a little bit more than that, but when I first started my locks, my hair was like, it had red highlights. Then I dyed my hair black. Then I did blonde tips. Then I did brown. And then I did red. Now this is just the color it is now. I do want to definitely lighten my hair more, but I'm trying to be good and not color my hair, but I do want it to be lighter. I want it to be like more brown, not so much blonde, but I do want it to be like a brighter brown, like this kind of color, but more everywhere. But yeah, I'm loving my hair. We finally are getting to what is this, armpit length. I'm still maybe at what is this, collarbone? Yeah, like collarbone, a little past collarbone. But for me, shoulder length hair, this is a record in my book, so I'm gonna take it. I get so many compliments on my locks all the time, and it makes me feel so good. A lot of lovely ladies are locking their hair up, and I'm all here for it. Like, yes, let's do it. It's gonna be a revolution, a bunch of locked queens out there, and I'm here for it. Let's see, with my locks, usually when I retwist my hair, my dogs always love making noise when I'm recording. Bodie. With my hair, I retwist my hair using, well, this time I retwisted my hair using coconut oil and Eco Styler gel and a comb. Usually I use olive oil and water, and I used to use the Talia Wajid twist and lock, I believe it's called. That was my good, like, that's my ish, but I think I ran out. I gotta get some more. I gotta go to the beauty supply. But yeah, I just keep it really simple. Water and oil, that's how I moisturize my hair. I don't do too much. My scalp is pretty clean and it's pretty moisturized. I don't really have flakes, which I love, which is why I also don't like using a lot of product, because I found like when I use product, it definitely flakes my hair, and I cannot stand it. I cannot stand it. I hate it. And I feel like because my hair is colored, I definitely have to add more moisture, because my hair is definitely on the dry side. Like, it's just naturally dry type. And that's how it was when I had my fro too. So that's nothing new. Let's see. Yeah, when I retwist my hair, I usually have curls to it. I don't like it just straight. But if I do it straight, it's funny because when I do it straight, it looks like a different kind of style, because I usually have my hair with some kind of crinkle to it. And I just straight up palm roll. I've never interlocked my hair. Straight up palm roll it and put the clip. I don't use any tools in my hair whatsoever. I've recently started using a comb. And when I say recently, I mean this last retwist. I've started using the comb. I don't know. I just wanted to see if maybe it'll last longer if I like combed out my roots. And it wasn't more time consuming. Well, I guess it did add a little bit more time, but it wasn't anything drastic. And I think to twist my hair, it takes me maybe like an hour. Yeah, and I wash my hair with Hawaiian Silk shampoo. I love Hawaiian Silk. Hawaiian Silk, if I do use any other product besides just oil and water on my hair, it's Hawaiian Silk. The spray and also the shampoo, but that's it. I haven't used any conditioner on my hair in a while. Yeah, I haven't used any conditioner. I think the last time I did a conditioner was maybe 3 months ago, probably. And I haven't deep conditioned my hair in I don't know how long. It's been a really long time. But I still notice that my hair is pretty healthy. Just, you know, I haven't lost any locks. My hair is thriving, continuously thriving. If you look at my last video from my hair then until now, you would definitely see a difference. I think my last video I was 2 years 1 month, and so now I'm 3 years and 6 months. And yeah, it just looks so much thicker to me. Like, my whole thing with my hair is my hair has always been so thin, so when I see some kind of thickness, it's everything to me. Like, I can't explain, because usually when I turn my head, and because I even take videos of my hair like 360 just to see how it looks. When I turn my head and I see how flat it is and how thin it is, y'all, I can't stand it. But I feel like with time, the length will find its way and my hair will just be it. Yeah, I'm loving it. I'm loving my locks. I'm loving everything about it. I still have no regrets whatsoever, and I can't wait to see how long they get. Also, I wanted to give y'all an update on my microblading. So I decided not to fill in my brows so y'all can see what it looks like. So I got it done initially in 2018. So fast forward 2 years later, this is what you get. In my last video, my eyebrow was filled in, so y'all couldn't see what I was talking about. But this is what I mean when I say I fill it in, because the tip of my eyebrow is very sparse. And it's not as thick as you think with the ink. It has faded over time. And this is this one. So, I do shave my eyebrows to be more congruent with one another, because as I mentioned in my microblading video, one is definitely bigger than the other. It's this one, and this one is more square than the other, but I feel like now they're starting to look a little bit more congruent. When I fill it in, it definitely looks much better, but I just wanted to give it to y'all raw. Like, this is what I look like. No makeup, whatever. Yeah, and these are my eyebrows. Well, you know what? So the funny thing about it is I actually prefer my eyebrows with the faded look to it versus the more bold look that you get when you first get your eyebrows microbladed, because it's more easy to blend with your makeup, I believe. That's the way I feel, at least with my face. It's easier for me to blend my makeup in when I fill in my eyebrows, and it doesn't look as harsh. And now 2 years in, you know, it still has the outline, so it makes it easier for me to trace it with my eyebrow brush, you know, or my I think it's from CoverGirl or Revlon, whatever. It's an eyebrow like a powder. And yeah, you know, so I'm starting to think they look better faded. I've been thinking about getting my eyebrows touched up just to ensure that the shape is there. But I don't know. Since I moved from where it was to Houston, prices are definitely different to get your eyebrows microbladed. And I think an estimate here for a touch up or a fix is like $500. So I'm like, do I want to pay that, or am I cool with just drawing it? I don't know. But so far, I mean, I'm chilling. Again, if y'all knew what my eyebrows looked like before, you'd get why I'm kind of like, it's really not that bad. But, you know, looking on, since this is just what you see, you might be like, honey, you need to touch it. But yeah, I don't know. See, poke myself in the eye. But I'm not sure. But yes, ladies. So I wanted to tell you a little timeline with my locks, because I didn't really get into that in my first video. I guess I was just trying to do an intro. But I did mention that I was natural. I had my afro, and I began my locks in 2016, November 21st, 2016. I went ahead and liked my hair then, and my locks were so short, y'all, like so short. I still don't know how to add the pictures in, so just take my word for it. They were short. My smallest lock was this one. This was my baby, and this one was here on my forehead when I first began 4 years ago. And as you can see, there's definitely a difference. And it's just so crazy, because I'm like, wow, my hair has really thrived versus relaxers, versus when I had it just out. Like, my hair has really thrived. And it's great to see it that way. And I did not like my hair when I first began my locks. I thought it looked absolutely hideous. I thought I looked bald-headed. Like, they were so like my parts, you know, they're still the same, but my hair was so much shorter, so my parts were just so much more obvious, and it made my hair just look so spacious and bald and just not it. You know, and I just wasn't here for it. But I was like, you know what? Right now, I'm in college. I'm not worried about these people. I'm just going to class. I'm just trying to graduate. I don't care. So I'm glad I did it when I did it, because that's when my self-esteem was just kind of like, okay, it is what it is. And so from year 1 to year 3, maybe. Wait, this is year 3. No. Yes. So from 1 to 3, because I'm at 3.5 now. I feel like I've definitely seen the changes, but from 3 to 3.5, not so much. I feel like I'm hoping my hair isn't slowing down. You know, I'm hoping we still got some more length to go. But honestly, if this was the longest that my hair could get, I think I'd be content. It's like short, medium, you know, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it. Now, of course, I wish my hair was much thicker than what it is, but we can live with that. And I do twist my own hair because I ain't trying to pay nobody. And, you know, I wanted to learn how to do my own hair. And, yeah, so these are my parts. I could use a little coconut oil. I feel like my hair is a little dry right there. But usually, yeah, I do wear my hair like this, too. To the side, just like this. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. Right now, I don't like it. But, yeah, that's another Deja look. Yeah. Ooh, girl. See, this is why I don't do that. But anyway, yeah, so from year 1 to year 3, I definitely saw a difference. And I, you know, take photos of my hair. Not monthly or nothing like that. Or I don't have one of those shirts that, you know, measure your hair length. Not that we'd be that far anyway. But yeah, and my family, it's taking them a minute to like my locks, but they do now that it has a little bit more character. And I do believe it fits me. And for anybody that's contemplating locking your hair, I do get the hesitation. I do understand why you might be, you know, contemplating a little bit hard. That's how I felt when I went natural, period. I went natural in 2013, and I was like, yo, like, this is gonna be rough, you know. And I had braids, and you know, when you got your braids in and you have your new growth, you like, oh, bro, I got all this new growth, you know, whatever. And you got your braid, and you start cutting all the way down here because you just know your hair grew this long, knowing good and well it's just a little fizzy, sis. Ain't no difference. And so I went ahead and I cut that off, baby. Hair about right here, like a solid Jackson 5. I was a Jackson 6, and she, you know, I went to a barber. She shaved me up. I looked a hot mess. I tried to wash my hair in the shower to see what my curl pattern was, because you know how they like pick it out so you got like a straight up puff when you're done. Curl pattern was a solid 4C. It was like, oh, this ain't it. But I stuck with it for 3 years. 3 years and some change, because I went natural June 12th of 2013. It's crazy how I remember these dates, but they're life-changing. June 12th of 2013. And super random, but I was watching this video on Amazon Prime. I think straight up just called Natural Hair. If you haven't seen it, check it out. There is a poet. Oh man, I wish I could think of his name. I can't think of his name. And he said something along the lines of, my history begins at my roots, right? And he's straight up talking about hair. My history begins at my roots. And I'm just thinking, like, that, like, for real though, when you really think about it, our history really does begin with our hair. Not our history, but I mean, like, when you think of, I don't know, when you think of hair, it just has a timeline. It just has a story to it. It always has some kind of background, and it's like, well, there's really history with our hair. And it might sound so superficial, or it might sound just like really, but no, like, think about it. And also watch that movie because it's really good. But yeah, and I was just looking like a Jackson 5, and tried to wet my hair, was disappointed. And when I look back, I'm like, I think I could have stuck it out with the fro. Maybe. I don't know. Probably not. I don't know how. I just wonder. I always wonder what my hair would look like now. Like, 7 years with an afro? Because I got rid of it at year 3. So I'm like, I wonder what my hair will look like now. Like, would I have had a lot of growth? I don't know. But, yeah, I just wanted to give y'all an update. Let me know what you think. Again, like, subscribe. I know I'm not frequent on here enough. That's me. That's my bad. But yeah, again, put some links down to y'all's pages, because I would love to follow y'all. Let's see what y'all here's journey got going on. So yeah, this has been your girl Lovely Locks, signing out.